Thank you, Garvey. That's very informative. I didn't get to see your presentation on the display there, but we did manage to put it in the chat for everybody who wanted it. So much appreciated. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes left for a couple of questions. Chester, if you're still about, I'd love to have you back just to go through a couple of points with you. Thank you very much. I will just run through them as fast as I can, and then I'll leave everybody with a short video to finish off the session. So thank you, Garvey, and Chester, welcome back. First question that I've got that was left unanswered is actually probably one for me. Do you have to sign up for the September-December season in order to take part in the January to March season? No, you can sign up for either season. They are technically separate seasons. So if you miss the first one, which will be starting next week, you can indeed sign up in January. That one was about T-levels, which we already answered. Okay, Chester, here we go. So whilst talking about fixtures, can we explore safeguarding policies we may need to consider when organizing these? Have you any answer to that one?
Yeah, so there isn't enough regulation about what's going on in our world. I've spoken to the government. I've got a meeting the next week, so I think we're trying to do that without being too heavy, but we need to make sure that good practice is in place. We've got a very strong relationship with the NSPCC. We've got a parents guide going out, but the more we can inform about the kind of risks, I think we'll get more traction within the government. So yes, it's something on our list. We're just trying to fight the corner at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's a tough one because you don't want to put too many rules and regulations on it that will squash the interest and ruin the status quo, as it were, of the enjoyment. There's a level of safeguarding that needs to be balanced enough that it's not over the top, as it were. Okay, another question for you, Chester. What are your thoughts on tackling the current EU law that says esports are not classed as a sport in terms of access for funding and opportunities for expanding the UK industry?
So under UK law, we're not a sport. We're a game like chess and bridge. And it's a really interesting debate because in countries like Poland, chess and bridge is a sport. So esports is a sport. I think the government is slowly understanding that actually at the elite level, or depending on certain competition, it should be classed as a sport. I understand the current legislation or classification that if an activity is defined as a sport, it gets public funding. And at the very beginning, when we founded the British Esports Association and we got authority from the government, they said, look, please let's not have a legal dispute about if esports is a sport, because we've just spent $250,000 defending bridge not being a sport. So I think we've got a good relationship with Phil Smith at Sport England. I think people are aware of us and they've been watching. I think it's exciting about the fact that we're sending a British team to the Global Esports Games in December. But with regard to funding, what has been interesting speaking to local government and LEPs is, are we positioning esports as a sport, or are we doing it as a great activity that has a huge amount of other benefits? There's educational benefits, there's actually inclusivity benefits, there's diversity benefits. So I think on depending, what you need for funding, I think we've got to be very targeted in the UK. And I think the other question that we've been discussing at a board level is if every country ends up classing esports as a sport and we don't in the UK, will that have effect on us on visa travel for our elite players? And if we participate in the Olympics, etc., in the future, if that comes down the line. So it's an ongoing discussion. What I would say, if you're looking for funding ideas or angles, please reach out to us, because we've supported a lot of people getting grants or loans from local government.
Thank you. That's a really good answer. And I think that answered a few other questions as well in your answer there. So you've done a few birds with one stone. I know Laura has just answered it in the chat, but I will just read this for you anyway, because it was directed at you. Chester, your thoughts on developing an entry-level BTEC qualification that allows learners to feed in / inform the level 1 and above learners about inclusion and accessibility?
Yeah, so I think Laura, we've been talking to Pearson about other different BTEC levels, and that is on discussion. And also what's going to be happening with Pearson, hopefully I'm not talking out of turn, is there's going to be more of a direct-to-consumer courses coming out as well. So it might not be a full qualification, but it might be courses for people who have got a kind of a general interest or who want to upskill or reskill. So there will be a gateway course as well coming down, but I think that's more likely to be Q1, Q2 next year.
Awesome. Well, I'm pretty sure we've answered most of the questions throughout the session today. So I guess, given that we're 3 minutes over time, that will conclude our Esports and Education Summit 2021. So thank you ever so much, everybody in the chat, for joining. I appreciate it. It's been a long day. You know, three hours of a conference is quite hefty. Thanks ever so much, Chester, for stepping in, and everybody else. All of our panelists who have been on here today and came to talk to us, whether it was about their experiences or about experiences of others. But I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to all your stories, hearing all of your questions, and it's been absolutely brilliant having everybody here to witness it. Listen, I'm going to leave you all with a short video, which is the culmination after movie of our grand finals, which took place at the Metronome in Nottingham at the very beginning of July. And then that will be that, I'm afraid. But as always, it's been a pleasure and a privilege hosting you. I've been Elliot from the British Esports Association. If you need any more information or any other questions, please fire away to champs@britishesports.org, and either myself or my colleague Alex will get back to you. But in the meantime, I'll leave you with this great video. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Pleasure to be here.
Centre-back, and he's hit it first time.
That's an absolutely fantastic
What
goal.
a screamer.
That's a
he's
great
hit
finish.
that. Goal line technology comes into it. The referee gives it 2-1.
On behalf of everyone here at British Esports, I'd like to thank every single school that took part in the 2020-2021 season. Also want to congratulate our winners and finalists from today for League of Legends, Rocket League, Overwatch, and more than that, to every single teacher and person that supports esports.
Once again to your Division 2 Overwatch winners, AGSB.
Trying to rotate around. Oh no! Jax gets picked off there, and then 1, 2, 3. Here we go, right? Okay, that is a reset, guys. Just too accurate on that Ash. Devilwood's hit scan is fantastic to watch. The Venom taking names and just cleaning up, and this is going to be a really quick fight, and that is going to be it. It's coming home to Barbara. They are the Division 1 champions. Congratulations, guys. Amazing.
towers are down. Maleficent, can you make the play? No. It's down to the Twisted Fate and Mag.exe. Finish the Nexus. What a hell of a way to end our series.
Everyone back at home in the auditorium will be it! Ospreys are your BEA student champions here from Division 1 of the League of Legends.
Got to be quicker. Extreme's got no boost. He can't find the ball. Exospirits up on the wall. Another chance for Forth Valley Gamers. They have to keep it up. It's into the back of the net from Mason, and Forth Valley Gamers are your Division 2 champion.
Too little, too late. Luxonate need a miracle. Sushi's trying to take it round the corner, but he's been dispossessed. Sam takes it. Luxonate Esports have lost their first series all season, and it is the championship final. AGSB are the victors.